Hello, everybody out in TV radio land. This is Dan from Sporttrade. We've got our COO, David Huffman, with us, our lead designer, Matt Schwartz, and we've got Jack Larkin, our resident best golfer on the staff, and also diehard Braves fan. So happy to have him here to actually give us some golf insight first round of the U.S. Open. Watching this on Facebook, on Twitch, and on YouTube. Basically what we've done here is we're testing out a leaderboard. So we've done battle bets in the past, which is like 1v1, right? An opportunity for two people to bet against each other, 25 minutes on the clock, and whoever makes the most money in that 25 minutes can win. What we're doing today is completely different. This is a leaderboard style with four of us. So if you look below us, you'll see the Sporttrade live trading leaderboard. Davis is behind the glass, updating it for us as we go. We've all had $5,000 in Sporttrade beta. None of us can use Sporttrade. We all work for the company, but we can use the free-to-play app. So we all loaded up with $5,000 and started picking golfers for the day one of the U.S. Open out in L.A. And as you can see, the only person in the green right now is Jack. So, Jack, I'll throw to you. Hello, first and foremost, and congrats on making $28.22. What's up?
I'm going to say it's in the green, but it's minimal.
It really threw me off. Is your name John?
Real name is John.
Oh my God. Learning things on the show.
Some other guys in here. Who is that?
It'll throw you for a loop.
It sure did. Because I looked at it and I was like, oh no, we spelled his name wrong. Well, congrats. Why don't we run down? So on the right of the screen are my golfers who I have chosen so far. Some of them are on the course right now. I think some of them haven't even teed off yet. Like Brooks, I don't think is teed off yet. But I've got a position on him. Why don't you run us down, Jack? Who are your money makers so far?
Oh, I got a few. McCarthy's up. I got in on him. He's up a little bit. Scheffler, I'm up on. Up big on Xander. He's my horse right now. I got in on him at 100 shares at 962. He's up to 1250 now. So that's where I'm seeing a little bit of the green.
Okay. We'll say hello to Matt Schwartz. Matt, what's up? Who are you on so far?
Well, as you can see, I am down. I'm really down about 1325. So
yeah, there's a slight delay on the a very slight
the
delay.
only ones that are green are the ones that haven't teed off yet. So I'm green on Kipka, and I'm green on I don't think Dustin Johnson teed off yet.
I don't believe so. I have the
but everybody else is red. So I'm pretty red. Red on Homa,
red
here
on as well.
Yeah.
So I'll flow back and forth here. I've got just ESPN pulled up on the phone. So we can look at the leaderboard as well as our own leaderboard. David, what's going on?
What's going on?
You played, what you shot, and who you're on right now.
I bought a little of everybody here. Just so I could have a few winners to talk about in the show. But I like Scheffler. Scheffler has been the best player all year, tee to green.
Yeah.
And his putting, he has not been able to make putts. And so I think just his ability to get to the green is going to help him. This is a pretty wonky course. I think I just been watching some of the preview this week and watching Ricky Fowler say he was going to lay up on like an 80-yard par 3. Just this proves how tough this course can be. I took some flyers too, like Jack. I have Denny McCarthy too. He's been playing well. And yeah, I took Sepp Straka too, one of Jack's old teammates. He's been pretty good.
Don't worry, David. I'm with you on Sepp.
Yeah. What was it like playing with him, Jack? For context, Jack played golf at Georgia.
Oh man, playing with Sepp was awesome. He is such a good dude. I mean, he's one of those guys that like he swings it so effortlessly, and it's just his ball striking is so good. So if he can get it rolling on the greens, he can take it low.
What's it like playing? I mean, SEC is obviously really good, right? But do you have out of conference games, right?
Yeah, we do. It's really nothing in conference necessarily.
Yeah,
like you play in tournaments all across the country, and it could be against SEC teams, it could be against Pac-12 teams, Big 12. I mean, you go everywhere.
I guess I'm just curious. Like a guy like him who goes on the tour, right? maybe paired with somebody in a tournament who is playing at Southeast Western Christian University of Louisiana, and like that guy is shooting like in the 90s. Like,
I mean,
how how
not
tough that would be.
Not necessarily. I mean, obviously, sometimes you get guys that will struggle from time to time, but the competition's pretty competitive across the board, regardless of school.
Okay. John/Jack. So when I mentioned this, Davis sent me a message and he said the names pull from the user table, so only legal names. So if you wanted to use usernames, Matt will become Shorts991. So maybe we'll just call him Shorts991. I'm down too, so I'll run down mine. I've got Rom. I don't think Max Homa is going to win. I think his price was basically beaten down by the fact that he played here in college at LACC and shot a 62. Like, I can't tell you how many times I heard that this week. But I threw 40 shares on him. I don't think it was like, it was $100 out of our $5,000. So not like a gigantic investment. Rory, Cam Smith actually hasn't even teed off yet, and I'm up $200 there. So I might actually just trade out of that right now. Just take like the 198 or whatever it's going to cost me in commission. Cam Young, Sam Burns, and Koepka, who also is not teed off, is up $30.84. So part of the reason we wanted to do this on a Thursday was because you can make money on guys who are not going to win. We're going to send out a push notification probably later today to our user base, which will basically explain the same thing. You can bet on guys to win here, and because the cash out equity is so 95 to 97% of what someone's actually worth in that moment, it makes sense to approach golf tournaments from the viewpoint of, I don't even have to pick winners. I just have to pick guys who are somewhat competitive in the first couple rounds to make money. And we've even seen, we track this every single week, and Jack does a great job of doing that for us too. Guys who jump up from the 50 cent field, shoot 5 under, right? Like, obviously you're kind of picking, a needle out of a haystack at times. But if a guy's able to shoot 4 under, 5 under, and be, in the last group or something like that after a day, you could 5, 6, 7 times your money just on that one guy, that round of his life, right? Obviously, picking that guy is difficult. But that's like the difference between here and anywhere else.
Made a lot of money on Fleetwood last weekend.
Yeah.
I put $100 on Fleetwood and I traded out at 1,800.
There you go. Perfect.
I kind of early on Wednesday, I went and put 100 on like 9 different people. Panned out that weekend. It doesn't pan out every weekend.
That's true. If only, right?
That's the fun of it, though. That was my approach too, Dan. I picked the people I liked up near the top, and then I just threw I threw 10 shares on probably 5 or 10 golfers near the 50 cent to $1 range.
Right. Lotto tickets. I mean, if one has a good round, like, you basically just paid for your entire weekend.
Yeah. I think the most surprising to me has been Justin Thomas. He was being talked about all week, being somewhere around 50 to 1. I haven't gotten to watch too much today. He's 3 over. He hit the flag stick, actually. I can't remember which hole, and then his ball ended up rolling off the green, so he got a bad break there. But it's surprising to see him 3 over.
Yeah, 3 over through, 12 now.
10.
I think he was I think he started. Let's pull up his card. Started with 3 straight bogeys through 7. That's tough. Saved himself on 9.
It's just it's so surprising to see his price pre-tournament that low.
It was like over
an
plus
accomplished major winner. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Does he think he's hurt? I mean, he's been bad.
I mean, sometimes you just get in some ruts and it's just tough to get out of, and it starts wearing on your confidence. And he's obviously, it seems like, going through one of those right now.
How do you do it, Jack? How do you get out of that?
If I had the answers to those questions, Dan, I think I'd still be playing. I mean, it can be tough. I think a lot of it comes down mentally, just trying to figure out, hey, I just need to get my confidence back to go out there and shoot some low scores.
Thanks to G for checking in. Sorry, Jack, I didn't mean to cut you off. G checking in with a little golf emoji. Shout out to our guy. What's the lowest?
Just made a big putt.
I didn't see it on the broadcast. I'm looking at a John Rahm tee shot right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like Jack's still very much in the lead. Oh no, I guess Dave is only down 119.99. So you're actually leading right now,
That
Matt.
must have been the Scheffler putt.
Yeah, Matt's down $1,500 right now.
Not my money.
I just went and added. I just want to double down on all my golfers that are down right now.
Okay. Should we
Yeah, by the
now that
bit.
we've got this rolling, should we push this to Twitter? Give it the old college try?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go for it.
Jack, I like that Xander play. He's such a good putter too. I turned on the first thing I saw today is he rolled in like a 25-foot putt for birdie, and then I immediately added some shares to him.
Yeah, I got in on him when he made his first birdie. He's just one of those guys that like he doesn't do anything incredible, but he does everything really well. That when he's on, he's just, to me, he's so consistent that it's almost like a safer bet that he's going to be around the leaderboard come Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, definitely.
So we pushed to Twitter. If you're joining us now on Twitter and you're like, what is this? We're basically testing a golf leaderboard. If you've watched Battle Bets, you know that's 1v1. This is as many as we really want. I mean, Davis, you can tell me in the chat. I mean, we could have 4, 6, 8, 10 people betting on anything really at the same time. We're choosing to do golf right now because the US Open is on. And then basically we can just fashion a leaderboard for whoever is doing the best betting wise within, however amount of time. So we'll probably go for another half hour or so during this first round of the US Open from LA. Again, we'll go around the horn. I'm Dan. That's Matt, David, Jack to the bottom right. Who do you think's a better golfer between the two of you, Dave and Jack?
Jack would have to give me probably 12 strokes.
Really?
I would guess. Yeah.
Wow.
Jack,
What are you playing that right now, Jack?
Plus a few.
2?
Yeah, plus a few.
What's a few?
Like +3, I want to say.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm so happy if I could play bogey golf. I'm a pig in shit. I'm so happy.
If I gave David 12 shots though, I think he would walk away with cash.
I don't know. I was just down in Charleston playing on Memorial Day weekend with some +2, +3s, and I got 14 from a +4, and he beat me in match play.
Damn.
It was wild. He shot like 68, I think, that day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll never know what that's like. I'll have to ask your friend.
When you start to play match play against really good golfers, they just hit the middle of the fairway, they hit the middle of the green, and they have a birdie putt, and you start to do unorthodox things to try to like make up for it.
Yeah, you feel like you have to make it happen.
Exactly.
Let's see if any values have really changed here. My Homa bet is up $80. I'm probably just going to stick with that one. Nothing else seems to be doing that well. I'm surprised that Rom is down $90 right now, considering his pedigree and how much time is left in the tournament. Let's go find where he's at.
Where are you in from on Homa?
Rom is even through 8. Let's see. On Homa, I got in at $2.50 per share plus 38.22. Great price, by the way. Unbelievable price.
David, I'm buying more of McCarthy. I don't understand how he's only trading at 60 cents right now.
Let's go find him so we can mimic that move. You said he's at 60 cents?
Yeah, I think he's 1 under.
Yeah, he's 1 under.
Yeah, there we go. 60 cents, the equivalent of plus 16,235. Wow. Are we team playing this? Where is he? He's he's 1 under through 8. So why do you like him right now?
He's been playing so well recently. I mean, he almost won the Memorial a couple weeks ago, and he's one of those guys. I forget where he stands from a strokes gained putting standpoint, but he's definitely up there as one of the better putters right now on tour.
Okay. Birdied 3, birdied 6, bogeyed 5. And of course, I just clicked around ESPN, so I'm giving ESPN a lot of free time here on the show.
My Rose position is down big. That is not looking good.
Yeah, that's one of the more surprising plays too. I think he's like 5 over on this front 9.
He's been playing really well too.
Yeah, he's always pretty steady in these majors too.
So Sam Burns, we had a huge position on Sam Burns. I think like somebody's willing or standing to win like over between 65 and 70 grand. He's down $307 right now for me. Now plus 7,073. Let's check out where Sam Burns is right now.
Has he started yet?
Considering how much he's down, like I would have to think, right?
No, I don't think he's teed off. He tees off at 4:30 East Coast.
No. Well, then, I mean, this is an unbelievable buy low opportunity, I feel like. Well, I got an average cost of 137 and he's 1.5 to buy, so maybe not. I spoke too soon. Never mind. Thanks for those who are checking it out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. These are open invites, by the way, for anybody who wants to jump in on live leaderboards when we continue to do them.
So the biggest
little later.
positions we have open on the exchange right now are on Sam Burns, like you said, Cam Smith and Cam Young and Justin Thomas.
Yeah, I mean which is the one that would pay out like $100,000, like by far the most
Cam
we ever
Young.
paid out. Yeah,
Someone's
Cam
got
Young.
just over 1,000 shares from $1.55.
Wow. Yeah, that would pay out by far the most we've ever paid out, I believe. Although the Wyndham Clark win like 6 weeks ago, was the largest payout in Sporttrade history, like $60,000.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's right.
Mazel tov.
David, we just got the whale tracker back up, right?
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, make sure you go
Love
follow
watching
the whale tracker. Yeah. Let's see, Sargent taps in for birdie back to even. Low amateur.
What's surprising to me is
I have Sargent.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have
Do you ever
200
play against
shares.
him in the tournaments, Jack?
No, he was too young. He's a freshman at Vandy right now. He was.
Oh, he's
Wow.
a freshman. Okay.
Yeah, he's way younger.
Wow. Jack,
Starts
how
to
many
make you
guys
feel old.
how many guys on tour did you play with?
3.
Or have played around with, I'll say.
Oh, around with? Oh, I don't know. My first ever college event, I played against Will Gordon, and that was you could tell he was pretty good pretty quickly. And then teammates wise, Sepp, Grayson Sig, and Davis Thompson are on tour right now.
Wow. Just give us some perspective. Like how hard is it to get your card?
It's so incredibly difficult. I don't even want to do it justice to try to describe. It's just there's so many guys coming out every year. And if you don't get through Q School, you don't really have a tour to go to unless you can then qualify for Canadian Tour or Latin America Tour. So just to get to Corn Ferry itself is difficult. And then from Corn Ferry, you're going against all these guys who are incredible players every week to try and get inside the top 25 to get your big tour card. And then you're still fighting an uphill battle with rookie status, not getting into all the events. So to get there and then continue to keep your card is so incredibly difficult.
Ryan Fox just had a huge putt, like 35 feet, I think, to birdie.
I was
Dave.
gonna say, to echo what Jack said, you look at Jack, he's like a +2, right? And he's as good as he's a recreational golfer at this point. So you really look like the difference between somebody. Jack can go out and routinely shoot a lot of the same scores as these guys, but then you put them on the big test at a course like this, and it's a totally different game.
I mean, I'd be curious just to know. I mean, I've been to Valhalla just because I lived out in Louisville, and like I feel like you just go there when you live there. So like I've seen PGA Tour greens, I've covered like PGA championships. Like it's just a whole nother world from like Ramblewood down the street here in Cherry Hill.
Mm-hmm. They don't have jealous dogs.
They don't have Jaws dogs. That's true. Nothing gets me more lit for a back nine than 2 Jaws dogs and a 6-pack of anything. I mean, that's like superhuman fuel. I could shoot like a 65 on the front and like a 45 on the back.
Bogey?
Yeah, and like a 40 on the back once I've had some Jaws dogs. Looks like David's almost back to start here. 60-49.
Portfolio is not moving.
I'm trying to figure out what's helping here. I think Scheffler's starting to find a dip on Scheffler there helped a bit.
Yeah. What'd you get in on that, David?
just got him at 950.
Oh wow, he's up to 1250 here.
1250.
I got 100 shares at 812. So I got
Nice.
on him early.
Oh, nice.
Does anyone have exposure to Ricky?
I don't.
No, it would be nice.
Yeah, me neither.
Let's see, what is he up to? 7.5. He was what? I
Yeah.
think he was like $1.
Yeah, he's got to be up there because he's tied for the lead now.
Yeah. Seems like
Yeah,
they're
the
gonna get
other
some
leader
low
is at
scores this
55
week.
cents. Jeez.
Adam Hadwin's up there, tied for fifth right now after getting tackled last week. It's good to see that his ribs are still intact.
That was classic.
Unbelievable form tackle, though.
Yeah.
Wonder if that guy's still employed.
I'm sure he is. He did his job. He did a great job. And if it's a Canadian security company, do they fire anybody?
Good point. Probably
Just,
not.
just too nice.
There are a lot of names at the top of the leaderboard that I'm not familiar with right now, too.
Yeah.
So we got the leaderboard up to your right. Solomon, Fowler, Gerard, Wu, Shoffley. Your top five. Homa's hanging around 2 under on his home course. You know what's funny is I was actually looking through. So like once you go through the markets on Sporttrade, once you get to like the list of 50-cent guys, it just reverts to being in alphabetical order. So like Hadwin was just sitting there because his name is Adam, and I was like, huh, I feel like I should just like throw a couple dollars on him, and then of course I didn't. Your guy Sepp is staring at me right in the face now. Should we do it? Should we just do it?
I would do it. I've already.
You would do it?
Let me see.
I have $26 left, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I have 200 shares of SEP right now.
I'm in. I've got 42.8. Let's go, Sepp.
How's he doing? I saw he's around even. Yeah, he's still even through 10. See, that's perfect. He'll make a couple birdies right here. You'll be up quick, Dan.
Perfect. Love to hear that. Need Sam Burns to really come out and play well. Cam Young. Is Cam Young teed off yet? Let's see.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think he has either.
Has anyone opened up
What a
any
late tee
short
off.
positions yet?
No,
Have
Cam
not.
Young is +4. No, it's Carson Young. Never mind.
I just opened my first short on Ricky Fowler.
Good idea.
Yeah, that's probably pretty good.
Something you can do here.
Yeah, 7. Shorted from what, 6, 7?
And not just on a couple golfers. You can short every
7.5.
So obviously this is the day one, right? This is a Thursday. Imagine doing this on a Sunday afternoon, a sun-drenched Sunday afternoon, as 4 or 5 guys are vying for the top. And you've got positions on maybe all of them, right? Like Matt mentioned Tommy Fleetwood last week. Imagine having Tommy Fleetwood, who doesn't win in overtime, and you grabbed him on Thursday, and on Sunday he's trending towards the top. And Jack, I don't know if you remember, but I'm sure he was around, $40 per share to $60 per share as things were sort of progressing. I mean, you could have made hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on a guy who didn't win.
I think we can pull it up. Let's see.
Yeah.
I got in on him at $1.10 last week. I also got in on Aaron Rye last week at $6.50 and sold him and made some money because he had a great weekend.
I love it.
Yeah, he ended up finishing like 5th, right?
Yeah, 3rd, but I sold. I wasn't.
Describe
He
your
wasn't
Matt,
a-
your
he wasn't
golf.
old.
Yeah, Matt, describe your golf watching on the weekend. You've got Sundays pretty wrapped up where you can watch some golf.
I watch golf all day Sunday, and my wife watches golf. She loves it. She is always in our app.
This
So
is
it
the
is a
dream.
family event.
This is
This
the
is the
dream.
dream.
My wife
Won't
likes
play it that
golf.
much, but she will watch it and gamble on it.
Oh my God.
She loves getting in and out. She'll
We
get
need
in
to
and out
get
after 3
we
holes.
need to get your wife
Like her
talking to
better.
my wife about more than strict pressing in the driveway.
She would be
Get
making
her
fun of
talking
my.
about that.
She would be making fun of my negative $1,500 right now.
I'm down 480 or no 380. Sorry, right now. What's
have 10
reflected there is
positions.
573. Like we said, bit of a gap in timing to the leaderboard and what's on our screens.
People are teeing off late. I feel like this is,
Yeah,
well,
they
I
are.
guess it's California, right?
It's in California.
so.
Yeah. So it's for them,
Yeah.
it's like a 1 o'clock tea time.
Right.
Here's Bryson. Jack, when I watch Bryson, I just get annoyed. Like I just watch him, like his movements, his stiffness, and he just screams douche. Like I just watch him. I can't not be perturbed by him.
I mean, make no mistake, I might have a position on him right now, but I'm not a fan of him by any means.
I mean, he played really well.
Separate your gambling and your.
No, believe me, I know, but I just like watch him. He's just like there's like no movement whatsoever. He's just like so stiff. Like obviously he's on tour. He's an incredible golfer, but I watch him. I just can't believe he's that good.
I actually come to like Bryson more since I hated him when he wore that little chapeau hat.
Yeah.
But now that he wears a normal, just golf hat, he cut the weight a little bit. He got off the roids and the protein shakes. It's a little more approachable. It is interesting that he dropped a lot of that weight. I think it wasn't healthy for him.
Well, I mean, he was obviously he was 1 or 2 in driving distance, but he was one of the worst iron players like on tour. Probably didn't help. Wow, great shot. Is that Fowler? Wow, put it within like 5 feet.
Wow. That does not help David's short position.
No, by himself in first, sitting by himself.
Do you have him there? Well, what did he go to? Has he been updated?
He went from 7 to like midpoint 1050.
Wow.
Yeah, you could buy him back at 11. So down 4 share?
I sell more, 10 more. I don't have much money left to deploy.
All right, I'm sending a message here. Really professional on the stream.
I want to go see what my portfolio looks like tomorrow. Today.
Yeah, right.
Tomorrow I'm feeling lucky.
Yeah, I'm not still down like 10 positions. This rose position is just dragging me down. I'm down like 200 on that.
Jack, what do you think of these 290-yard par threes?
I'm glad I'm watching and not playing them.
Yeah.
I mean,
I played shorter par fours in my day.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at them though. Like, have you seen like how drastic are they around the greens? Because if they're forgiving, it's fine, I guess, because those guys have so much distance. But if there's trouble around them, then it's like, what are you doing?
I saw one of them. I mean, these guys are just trying. You just try to hit the green because a lot of them will fall off right all around the edges. The most interesting one is I think it's the 15th hole, right? I was watching that yesterday, and they were showing like players are purposely going to lay up into the rough and kind of just chip up and make the three.
Is that similar to the one that Ricky was talking about? He was laying up on the short one.
Yeah,
when they put the front pin, like.
Yeah, the Sunday pin, the green is it's very narrow, and then you can put some, I think it's back left, you can put some holes we'll probably see today. Then the Sunday pin, though, is on this really narrow patch where you have such a small landing area, and if it's firm, it's just going to bounce right into that back bunker.
I mean, that's just insane. Like,
which is the hole? I think it was a par 3. One of the best live shots I've ever seen in my entire life. Just a little inside reporter baseball. Somebody from Golf Network walked the entire length of the hole. It was probably, I can't remember if it was 15 like you just mentioned, David, or a different one. But it was, I think, about 400 yards. But basically, no, it couldn't have been. It was definitely a par 3. But there was so much room to the right. They were saying everyone's just going to aim to the right because there was like fescue and there was sand and everything to the left. But it was only like you mentioned, like 297 or something like that. And they're like, everyone's just going to try to basically put it to the right of the green into the rough by like a leaderboard stand and then just kind of like give themselves a much better angle. Greatest live shot I've ever seen. Guy walked the entire hole, never missed a beat. It was so well choreographed. I was sitting at home watching it, just a puddle. I loved it. And I was like, where can I apply to Golf Network? I want to work with this photographer. It was unbelievable. So looking at our leaderboard, everybody appears to be down, but David has overtaken Jack as the person who has lost the least amount of money. I'm down 616 according to the leaderboard, and that's basically what's reflected here to the right. This is my phone here. Give it a little wiggle. Matt down 1,600, nearly 1,700. It's only Thursday. Only Thursday, right? You got 3 more days to make money.
It's lowest score wins.
Yeah, so you're
So
winning.
the lowest portfolio value is where you want to go.
Yeah. We're trying to figure out if this is something that we really want to do kind of heading forward. I think this could be really fun on Sundays, as I mentioned. We've got another live stream coming up after this, actually. 3:30, Tom Viola from Unabated is going to hop on with me. We're going to do Yerfy Nerfy Fest Day 2. We've got the Rays and A's and the Phillies and D-backs. So 2 Yerfy Nerfies. I have not decided which Yerfy I will be on, but I went 1 and 2 in our live stream yesterday. So
you got to pick the over for the Phils.
Well, their bats are hot.
Hitting.
They got hot bats. They go to the desert and get
hot.
steamy. They are steamy right now. They're at 500. They have an opportunity to get over 500 for the first time in what seems like
Who's
forever.
pitching?
They're like minus, or yeah, they're like minus 140. So I assume Nola is pitching
Who's Phillies playing today?
D-backs. It's Aaron Nola against Ryan Nelson today. David, avid Phillies watcher. What's wrong with Aaron Nola?
I keep telling myself it's early in the season and we'll shake it off. And considering it's middle of June, I don't really have an answer. I don't know.
I don't either. 5-5 with a 4.60 ERA.
Yeah.
He's allowed 14 home runs this year already. Wow. Well, we'll see what happens. That's a different live stream for another hour. So join us then, and you can get our insights that I've yet to research. But I'll get to it. So we'll go for about 10 more minutes here, and then we'll let the guys go back to their work day. Thanks for indulging me. Again, Thursday golf here. My max home position up 800 or 80 rather. I think I'm actually going to sell out of that. Let's lock in a little profit here on the show. That way people get to see the magic. Let's see. So profit of 39.20. Does that mean it moved? Not so much. All right. So I'm going to lock that in. And then I also have Cam Young, who was up 200, is now down 120. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Cameron Smith. I lied. So here's the interesting conversation, right? We talk about CLV a lot, just in betting in general. This is a scenario where I put $500 on Cam Smith, who is yet to tee off, but because the market has moved in such a way, my average cost is 250 plus 38.22. Now, well, I guess this is a buy, right? Because if I were to sell, I wouldn't be up 200. Yeah. So in a world where the CLV had moved and I could sell for 350, that's a scenario where you could capitalize on your your CLV.
How are you getting the average cost on American odds on your screen there?
How?
Yeah.
That's a Matt Schwartz question, not a Dan question. Dan talks. Dan doesn't do anything design-wise.
I don't have that.
You trying a little hint?
I haven't.
Jack back in the green. Did you update your beta?
It should be.
Jack is back in the green. Keep it in probability mode and switch on your American odds little buy price. You'll see it.
Yeah, I have that on, but I've never seen the average price showed with American odds too on mine. I don't know if it's probably too blurry to see this, but
I can see it's not there.
On yours.
Yeah.
Got to update the app.
Is it a new feature? How new is it?
1.12.1. I think it came out with American odds.
Yeah, I'm on 112.
At least on that data. What are you on?
Yeah, 112.2.
So I think this would really be interesting during an NFL game. The latter stages of a hockey game or a basketball game. Like I mentioned, Sunday for a tournament. Well, Ricky Fowler now 5 under. He has 7 birdies.
Nobody bought him.
Yeah.
He has 7 birdies.
Look at all of
Yeah,
that
what's
red.
that? What's that position worth right now?
Down $80. It's not too bad.
I
Man.
didn't foresee him keeping this up after the first few birdies.
Yeah. Well, let's look at his card. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birdies, 2 bogeys. What a wild front nine.
So you trust him to do it on day 2? You
No.
gonna get in on him?
Absolutely not. Now he is Tiger's old swing coach, right? That's like been the big story this year, that he's switched swing coaches, and now he's going to be good, allegedly.
I mean, he's been playing well this year, like playing consistently well.
I'm
Fallon
now
out
putting my
for $11
remaining
a
funds
shot.
on shorting and Ricky.
I like it. I like it. Mine's in advanced mode, or in simple mode, but I can flip over to advanced and show the folks how you can do that.
Yeah, it looks like Scotty made a birdie. He's at 1 under.
There you go. Now you see your sell prices. So you could short Fowler for $10.50, meaning every share is worth $89.50. So you'd profit $10.29.
You gonna short him?
Nope.
I just shorted 3 more shares of him.
Yeah, that's a tempting price to short at.
What are you gonna do, Jack?
CST
Oh,
check.
I don't have any funds remaining. I'm letting my guys try and make some birdies.
I have $139 left, so I can get like 1.5
Yeah,
shorting shares of Ricky.
I have $17 left. I bought 30 more shares of Rom when he went down to 7.
Ricky just put one in the fairway, 171 mile an hour ball speed. Matt, how many times have you touched that?
100. Never.
Yeah. I would love to know.
4 mile an hour bar speed.
2 years ago, I went to a Golf Galaxy to buy a driver. My driver was the driver I had since I was a kid. I'm like in my mid-30s. So I was like, I need a new driver. So I went to get a driver, and I went and got fitted for it. And I remember swinging, and they have all the lasers and the cameras, and they could tell you like your swing path and your launch angle and all that stuff. And I took like 3 swings, and the guy was like, "Are you sure you don't want to spend this $500 on golf lessons instead?" And that's the moment I realized I was not going to be good at golf ever. And I didn't
Jack
even
just
listen.
jumped in the green.
He did.
Yeah,
Up 180.
I had someone do something just now. Looks like Xander's back up. Yeah, Xander. He must have done. He must make this.
Looks like he's putting for birdie.
Yeah, I'm up 337 on that.
Oh,
position.
did you see that?
Love it. Love it.
Touched every centimeter.
Wow, 4 under.
Yeah. The guys are going low. -4, -5, -3. Okay. I'm down $632. So actually the leaderboard's doing me a bit of a favor. So we're only going to go by the leaderboard numbers. David's right there. 164.99.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How would you grade the experience? Would you guys do this again? Could we get another golf leaderboard? Maybe not on a Thursday, but maybe a little later in the week.
Absolutely.
In office, popping a couple beers on
Yeah.
a Sunday.
Sunday would be fun for sure.
Yeah.
Sunday would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Especially a leaderboard like we had, Dan, with that Arnold Palmer, where you have so many guys and it's still so volatile coming down to the wire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was great. I love John Rahm's shoes. They say "Vamos." Putting for I believe a birdie here on 9.
Right off the edge.
That would have helped my ROM position there big time.
Likewise. Yeah, I've down 135 right now on ROM. All right. Well, hey, this was fun. We went about 40 minutes. Let you guys go back to work. But we'll try this again sometime soon. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Cool. Thank you.
Awesome. See ya.